everyone, I'm back. And today I wanted to show you, I'm not going to do an application video this time, but I just wanted to show you these new tips that I found from Dipped in Sparkles. And I've been trying a lot of different tips to see what worked for me, because I'm no longer using builder gel or any kind of gel product to adhere my tips. These are jelly tips, but those don't seem to bother me because it's not a wet, thankfully. It doesn't seem to bother me. It's not a wet gel product. And so I have no reaction from using them. But these are pretty cool. They're pre-etched. The shape is beautiful. They're soft, so I'm able to apply them with regular glue, like nail glue. I found a really good one, which I'll link down below. I didn't have the bottle in front of me when I made this video, so I will link that down in the description box, but it's held up really, really well. The other thing that I did was I did my overlay with dip powder instead of builder gel for the same reason. But this is one of their Dipped in Sparkles Underglows, and yeah, it glows in the dark. It's not completely clear, which is why you put it under your dip instead of over your dip. They do have overglows as well, but I wanted to try the underglows, and here I am. I'm going to show you how they glow. It was during the day when I made this video, so it wasn't completely dark, but you can still see that they glow fabulously. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the new dip liquids from CNDesigner dips. I purchased this myself. None of this is PR. Nobody sent me anything. I purchased these products with my own money because I wanted to try them. But this is the Dip Liquid Starter Kit from CNDesigner Dips, and it comes with the 3 liquids, base, activator, top coat, and you get a 1/2 ounce of clear dip powder as well, and these cute little cuticle tools, nail care tools. And everything that I'm going to be using pretty much came in this kit except for the nail files. But I file off camera. Anyway, these are the 3 CNDesigner dip colors I'm going to be using. Muse is the gorgeous purple shimmer, Stormy Skies is the glitter, and Imagine is the foil flaky dip. So here's what we're going for here, and we're gonna get right into it. I've already applied my UNT peel base over my glow overlay, and we're going to get right into this, beginning with Muse, and then I'm going to apply the glitter and the foil flaky after. So while I'm doing this, let me explain before I start yammering on about where I've been for the last 2 weeks. I wanted to explain that this is a basic dip powder application. I'm keeping it simple, no ombres, no special nail art or anything like that. I'm just using 3 different kinds of dip powder because I like to test liquids and see how they work with different kinds of dips. So because I use so many different kinds of dips, I like flakies, I like shimmers, I like solids, I like chunkies, I like all of it. So I like to see how dip liquids perform with all those things. So I'm going to just kind of do, I am doing a pour over method for most of this application, only because my nails are kind of long and the jars are extremely full, and it was just going to be really messy to dip my finger into the jar. So that's my explanation for that. So I'm going to let you watch me do my basic application while I explain to you where I have been for the last couple weeks. Okay, so I filmed this set about a week and a half ago, and it had been my intention to do the voiceover edit and upload it that weekend. That didn't happen. A few things in my life just didn't make way for that, which was fine. I was still going to, make it within the week. And then I came down with the flu. And I mean, seriously, came down with the flu. I was knocked out. I was out of commission. I was fever-ridden. I had no voice. I had sneezing and coughing and congestion and all the awful things that come along with the flu. I tested negative for COVID, and then I finally went to the doctor, and they diagnosed me with the flu, so they put me on medication, Tamiflu. But it still took me a full 7 or 8 days to recover enough to go back to work. The fatigue was probably the worst part of it. I was very, I slept all the time. So, yeah, I was just, every time I think I'm better, I'm going to do everything I can to get back on track and get all my videos out, like one a week. I'm going to do this, and then slam. I get slammed. So, I don't know. You can probably still hear. I'm still slightly congested. Yeah, it's been trying, to say the least. I really, really want to get back to my 1 video a week schedule, and it just hasn't been happening. I was not expecting to get so sick. I haven't been that sick in years. I mean, I've had colds and I've had allergies and I've had all those lovely things. But this was an illness. I was ill. But anyway, I am mostly back to normal now, just kind of stuffy. So pardon my, scratchy voice and my stuffy nose, but I wanted to get this video out because, I mean, I've had the same set on, honestly, for almost 2 weeks now. I never keep my nails on that long, but I was just too sick to do my nails. I couldn't even fathom sitting up at my desk for that long to do my nails. So I'm finally getting this video voiced over and ready to go. And I hope that you guys have not missed me too much. I miss you guys for sure. I'd really much rather not be sick and doing my nails, but life happens and people get sick, and I'm just glad that I'm over that hump and I'm doing better. So thank you so much for your patience and for hanging with me and, still being here, because I want to keep making videos for you guys. And I am really hoping that, once school is out and I have the summer, and I'm working less, I'll be able to, get more videos out for you guys, and hopefully be a bit more consistent with that. So all of that being said, here we are applying a second coat of each color. And now that I'm done explaining my whereabouts, I want to talk a little bit about these liquids, because I've used CNDesigner dips powders before. They make amazing dip powders. They're glitters, they're solids, they're foil. Everything I've tried from them has been fantastic. So I was really excited when I heard that they were coming out with dip liquids. Oh, and by the way, this little tool that I'm using, it's just like a plastic orange stick. It's designed just like an orange stick, but it's made out of like plastic or resin. And it is a fantastic tool for cuticle cleanup. And they included that in their little nail tool kit that comes with the starter kit. So, yeah, I recommend. If you don't have one of those, precision tools that a lot of people, including myself, like to use, that is a great substitute. Anyway, so these liquids are great. They are, as I suspected, they have found and are stocking some quality liquids here. I love, with a capital L, this base liquid. It has a really nice thin consistency, but it stays put and it doesn't flood the cuticles. Like, it's thin. I can't even, I don't know that I've even tried a dip liquid like this. This base is unlike, I think it's pretty unlike any base that I've tried so far. In its consistency, I mean. It's thin, but it does not move. Once you place it on the nail, like, I would have to really, like, work at it to flood my cuticles with this. I don't really know how else to explain it other than that. I mean, it is a very nice, smooth application. The brush is pretty nice, but I think it's really more about the liquid itself. It stays put, but it's such a thin consistency that you get a really nice, even application. I mean, maybe you noticed while you were watching me apply all these different kinds of powders that every single one of them, including the foil and the glitter, laid down beautifully with this liquid. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. Honestly, impressed. Extremely, extremely impressed with this base. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. The activator, I mean, it's activator. Activator is pretty much, you know, I don't know that there's really a lot to say. I mean, it works. It works. The base and the powder cured from the activator. So I can say that. As far as the top coat, I'm going to talk about the top coat when I get to that part. So I've got a lot to say. But I'm going to take a break for a minute, get a glass of water, clear my throat. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about their clear dip powder, and then we'll talk about their top coat. I'm going to take a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and we're going to talk about this clear dip powder because I am, as I always do, going to encapsulate in clear dip powder, and I am using CNDesigner Dip's Ultra Clear 2020 clear dip powder that came with this starter kit, and I have no complaints. In fact, I'm pretty impressed with this clear dip powder. As you guys probably remember, if you are a subscriber and a regular watcher of my videos, I have pretty much been exclusively using clear dip powder from Everly Nails for the last year or so because I love it. It works great for me, and if it ain't broke, why fix it, right? But since this kit came with a clear dip powder, I thought, why not try it? And I like it. It is a really fine, wow. Okay. It is a very finely milled acrylic powder. It lays smoothly, just like all of CNDesigner Dip's powders. I'm assuming that this is the base that they use to make all of their, you know, their different dip powders, right? And it's fantastic. So if you're looking for an extremely clear and an extremely easy to apply and, you know, user-friendly clear dip powder, this is a good one. It is very clear. I had no spotting. I had no fogginess. It's a very nice clear dip powder. So far, this starter kit is getting an A+, A+, A+. Love the dip base. like the activator. It works really, really well. I mean, it's activator, right? And I love the clear dip powder. So A+ so far. I'm gonna finish capping and clear, then I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna file and buff off camera as I usually do. And when I come back, I am going to chat about this top coat. Okay, off camera, I filed everything up and we are ready for the second activation, and then we're gonna get into this top coat. Filing and buffing was super easy because, as I said, with this dip base, it was such a smooth application that I didn't really have a whole lot of work to do with my e-file or my hand file for that matter. I basically just cleaned up my free edge and smoothed out the cuticle area, but that was pretty much it. So now I finished wiping off my nails and removing any excess activator, and I'm gonna go in with my first application of the top coat. This layer, I do 2 to 3 quick swipes, just like any other dip top coat, and I also make sure to wipe my brush off on a paper towel or napkin so that I don't contaminate my top coat. And oh, I wanted to mention that, as you can see, there is like a white film or discoloration at the tip of my middle nail. And as you can see, I just, you know, swipe some of that top coat over it and it disappeared. And it was not visible once the top coat was complete, so there's no concern or issue there. Sometimes that happens with activator. I'm not really sure why, if it has something to do with how it dried. But usually when I just apply a little bit of top coat over it, it will go away. So I'm not worried about that. When I am done with this first coat of top coat, I will go in for my second top coat application, and this will be a more detailed and more precise application, and I will always cap my free edge so that I can be sure, because I wear peel base under my dip powder, I want to make sure that I don't have any premature pop-offs or any lifting. So I always try to make sure to get those side walls and free edge really, really well with my top coat. So I'm going to finish that up, and when I come back, we're going to apply cuticle oil, and I'm going to discuss this top coat and what I think of it. All right, we are done, and this mani is one of my favorites. I love these colors. All right, I got both of my cuticle oil sub bags. I got my Mani Chic and my Candy skincare. But I've been using a lot of Candy skincare lately, so I decided I was going to use my Mani Chic, and this one is called Serotonin, and it smells divine. I absolutely love it. The great thing about Mani Chic Cuticle Oil that is different from a lot of the other ones that I use is that it contains horsetail, which it has silica in it, which helps with strengthening the nails and keeping them healthy. And I just love that. So I'm gonna turn the lights out here. And like I said, it was daylight when I filmed this, so you know, this is the best I could get of the glow. It really shows under that foil dip because it's a lighter color. But anyway, it's just fun. So here are my final thoughts on these dip liquids. I love everything about this starter kit, and if you are looking for some new dip liquids to try, I highly, highly recommend CNDesigner dips. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye bye now.